October 16, 1992, dawned quietly on Sitra Island, Bahrain. The refinery workers at Bahrain Petroleum Company began their day as usual, unaware of the danger lurking beneath their feet. The refinery, a symbol of Bahrain's prosperity, hummed with routine activity. Families prepared for their day, fishermen set out, and the island moved to its familiar rhythm. But deep within the maze of pipes, a silent threat was growing. A small, undetected leak releasing flammable hydrocarbons. The invisible gas crept along the ground, forming a vast explosive cloud. No alarms sounded, no warnings were given. The calm of the morning masked a critical failure, a system flaw that would soon shatter the illusion of safety. This was the final, quiet moment before disaster, a reminder that the greatest dangers are often unseen. In moments, the ordinary would become extraordinary. The stage was set for catastrophe. The Bapco refinery is Bahrain's economic engine, processing over 250,000 barrels of crude oil daily. Established in 1936, it transformed Bahrain from a pearl diving outpost into a regional energy powerhouse. Generations of families depended on its success. Its presence shaped Sitra Island's identity. But by 1992, parts of the refinery were aging, and maintaining safety was a constant challenge. The pressure to keep production running sometimes clashed with the need for thorough maintenance. Any disruption threatened not just profits but the livelihoods of thousands. When disaster struck, it wasn't just an industrial accident, it was a blow to the nation's heart. The health of the refinery mirrored the health of Bahrain itself. At 9:45 a.m., the vapor cloud found an ignition source. A massive explosion tore through the refinery, sending a fireball skyward and a shockwave across Sitra Island. Flames engulfed the facility. Chaos erupted as workers fled through smoke and debris. Emergency shutdowns were triggered, alarms blared, and firefighting teams rushed in. The blast destroyed key processing units and crippled vital infrastructure. The economic impact was immediate and severe, but the human cost was the first concern. Firefighters from Bapco, Bahrain Civil Defense, and neighboring countries battled the inferno for hours. Their efforts prevented an even greater catastrophe, containing the fire before it reached massive storage tanks. The blaze was finally subdued, but the scars, physical and emotional, would last for years. Bahrain's industrial heart had been gravely wounded. Investigators found the disaster was a chain reaction, not a freak accident. It began with a corroded pipe, old infrastructure poorly maintained. The leak went undetected. Gas detection systems failed to alert operators in time. Delayed responses and gaps in safety culture allowed the hazard to grow unchecked. The Swiss cheese model explains it. Multiple small failures aligned, letting disaster slip through. At Bapco, aging equipment, missed inspections, and slow alarm responses all played a part. The explosion was the tragic result of these interconnected failures. It was a harsh lesson in the cost of complacency. In the aftermath, Bahrain launched a sweeping investigation and overhaul. The refinery was modernized, aging infrastructure replaced, and new safety systems installed. More importantly, a cultural shift began. Proactive safety became the new standard. Training, maintenance, and vigilance were prioritized at every level. The disaster's lesson was clear. Catastrophic failures often start with small, overlooked errors. Safety isn't just about technology, it's a mindset, a daily commitment. The 1992 Bahrain refinery disaster stands as a permanent warning against complacency. True safety is a collective responsibility, forged in vigilance and continuous improvement. The story of the 1992 Bahrain refinery disaster does not end with smoldering ruins or the rebuilding of steel and stone. Its true legacy lives on in the lives it changed, the lessons it taught, and the vigilance it inspired. Across Bahrain and far beyond, its echoes remind us that progress carries responsibility, and safety demands not just systems, but a culture of care. Disasters, painful as they are, become turning points. They challenge us to reflect, to adapt, and to grow stronger. The resilience shown in Bahrain is a testament to what can be achieved when a community unites in the face of adversity, determined to ensure that such a tragedy is never repeated. As we look to the future, let us carry forward these lessons, that vigilance saves lives, that every voice matters, and that learning from the past is the surest way to build a safer tomorrow. In remembering Bahrain's trials, we honor not only those who endured loss, but also the spirit of hope and progress that rose from the flames. So, what can we learn from the Bahrain refinery fire of 1992? Well, like in any other incident, it's never just one thing. It's usually a chain. Small decisions, oversights, and missed signals that lead to disaster. If you found this breakdown insightful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more safety-focused content, and let me know in the comments what other incidents you'd like me to cover. This is Solomon, and until next time, stay curious, stay safe.